I'm here to show you what you can do with this colorful little button you might have noticed we added at the top of each task and each list on Superlist. And in essence, we wanted to build a very simple, very nimble tool to help you overcome white page syndrome. We all get it with whether it's a Figma document that we just started, or a new Superlist, or a new document where we're going to write something. It's always like that first step is always a little rough, and so we wanted to target that moment and allow you to take advantage of the magic of generative AI to create, simply by stating your intent, create a starting list that you can work with. For example, let's imagine you're a designer or you're an engineer and you're going to work on a new feature, and you create a list on Superlist to help you conceptualize and think through what this feature is going to be, right? And so this is a perfect example for this little tool that we built. You can just go over here, click the colorful button, and you'll notice that it adds a little content block to wherever your cursor was in the list. So if I was way further down and that's where my cursor was, that's where we would have appended this content block prefixed with the word make : and then after that, I can just type whatever my intent is, a rough short outline for a product design feature. And we hit enter, it starts thinking about it, and then very quickly we get a list with sort of like the key building blocks for thinking about a new feature, such as a name, the problem statement, what are the user insights, what are we really wanting to achieve. You'll notice also once we created our first list that there is an undo button that appears after the first stream, and that's just a quick way to go back to the prior state in case you didn't quite get the list you were looking for. You can just refine by adding some more detail here. Changing the use case, let's imagine you're a hiring manager at a company and you're going to have an interview in 30 minutes and you need a rough outline of questions to ask in the job interview. So we can just state that intent, right? Like we need a rough outline, or let's just call it an outline of questions to ask in a job interview as a hiring manager. Hit enter. Notice that we can stop at any point. We can stop the stream while it's streaming, while we're broadcasting all this content onto Superlist. You can stop it by clicking up the button while it's in a state of stop. Then, like, for example, if you're in school and you have calculus ahead in the next semester and you need to prepare, you need to anticipate what the study plan is for calculus, let's just do that. A semester-long study plan for calculus. And just like that, we get the whole of calculus month by month. And again, all this information, you can go in, if you don't know one of the topics, you can go like make : in this case we type, explain limits within the context of calculus. Oops. And even if you need a template, so say for example, a template of tasks to organize my week, weekdays only, because who needs to plan on the weekend? And here we go. Now I can start editing each one of these tasks and adding my flair into it. And you can even do structural things, like say for example you need 2 headings with 5 tasks under each, separated by dividers. Just like state that instruction, and here we go very quickly. Perhaps we don't need that last divider. Finally, actually, I want to say this is really just the start. We have a ton of stuff that we're working on to beef this feature up. I don't want to spoil it, but there's a lot coming. But the point with releasing this feature was we didn't want to release a perfect feature in however many months with everything packaged and everything done, but rather we wanted to be in a dialogue and in a relationship with the pro community at Superlist, so that we can really learn from how you're using it, how you're taking advantage of it, and build something that's really useful. And so for that, we felt like the best way to go about that is to really make all of that stuff available to you. And so, if there's stuff that comes up, if there's interesting use cases, if there's ways in which the feature is breaking and it's not yet perfect, and if you have ideas even, I just want to let you know that my email is open. My email is frank@superlist.com, and that I'm super keen to talk with all of you to see what you're up to in terms of what you're generating and making with Superlist. So with that said, I wish you all a wonderful day and evening wherever in the world you are, and keep me posted. Have a good one. Bye.